Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the weeks of August the 18th through the 31st, 2019. So I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they give you some clarity. If you guys want to purchase your personal video or email reading, you can email TemajTarot@gmail.com, and those payments are collected on Friday. If you want to talk to me on the phone, it's best to wait for me to upload that video that says, hey, I'm taking calls. If you see it posted, that means I'm currently taking calls. Once it's down, I'm probably finished or completed for the day. I try to do that on Mondays and Wednesdays at least, but it could be any other day too. All right, so central issue, heart of the matter, we have justice, the world, the Hierophant, judgment, Four of Wands, the Empress, Queen of Swords, Six of Swords. All right, so you guys, I feel that you guys are trying to even out your karma, or this is saying that something is being restored, balance is being restored in maybe your love life. Maybe things have seemed out of sync. I also feel like maybe there is a decision that needed to be made in regards to a love matter, but it's like you had to use logic as opposed to, heart, or, we'll balance it. You couldn't make a decision based off of too much emotion nor too much logic. So there was a fine line that you needed to kind of gain perspective on before making some sort of decision, or you're getting ready to make some sort of decision here. Now, I feel that some of you could be going through a divorce, or you're dealing with someone that is maybe going through the completion of a divorce. I also feel like some of you are moving on or have decided to let go of some sort of traditional practice or belief system. Maybe you are having to compare your personal experiences to the teachings of others, and you're like, you know what? I don't know that what has been taught to me is what I've actually been experiencing. So I think too, you're having to draw some sort of conclusion based off of your own personal experience, as opposed to some set of rules, laws, or the teachings of someone else here. Maybe your idea of marriage is not the same as other people's. Maybe you don't even believe in marriage, or maybe you feel like, I'm so over marriage, I just want a partner, or I don't have to have a wedding, I don't have to do this or that. Maybe you want to elope, matter of fact. Maybe you are like, forget a traditional wedding. Who wants to go with all that planning and calling people? Because really, I do see marriage here. There is a possibility of a marriage happening here, but it's just that you might do it your way. There's also the possibility of a destination wedding or someone eloping. Whatever the case, I think is, like I said, it's like I want to move on from something that has normally been done. I'm going to step outside the box and do something different. Some of you also may have felt as if you found the one. Maybe you feel like you found the one, the search is over, this is the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. You're like, you know what, this is the last relationship that I'm getting into, or the last time I walk down the aisle, or the last time, it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I also feel like something had to happen where forgiveness was needed. If there was an apology that you felt was owed to you, or you felt like you owed someone an apology. I feel like this is an opportunity, like you're going to get a chance to maybe communicate with this person so that there can be closure, so that there can be forgiveness, and then you can be released from some sort of karmic debt that you were in with someone, so that you can start with someone new possibly. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, it's like it wouldn't be fair to just disappear, or wouldn't be fair not to give an explanation of something. So it's almost like let bygones be bygones. After all this said and done, you forgive me, I forgive you. Let's move on. It's like I don't want that karma following me, or into the next life. I don't want to deal with that shit no more. So just let's get this over with. So I feel like you guys are getting an opportunity to resolve any type of unfinished business or karma that you have with someone. Even if it's like finalizing a divorce, it's like let's finalize this. I don't want to do the wrong thing. I don't want it to be looking like I'm cheating. So let's get this done and over with, and we're just moving on. So I feel like you guys are trying to finalize things so that you can start a life with someone else. I'm also seeing the energy of relocating and signing documents. Maybe you guys are moving in together, taking your relationship to the next step, to the next level. If this is a new relationship, it is like you guys have some sort of spiritual contract with each other. This is like a new cycle that you are beginning with this person. Now, I've talked about these contracts before. Sometimes they're long, sometimes they're short. Honestly, I feel like this could be a long contract that you may have with someone. Like maybe you've had some sort of short-lived relationships or short-lived soul contracts. This one might actually be long. It's going to be different for everybody, but I do feel like, that is something worth being said here. Yeah, so I feel like if you're in a new relationship, you guys are taking things next level. Even if this was something that started off as flirting, I feel like the next level is actually talking on the phone with each other, getting to know each other. Maybe you're going to hear someone's voice for the first time. Maybe you fall in love with someone's voice. You're like, oh my God, I love their voice. They sound amazing. I love the things that we're talking about. Whatever it is that you've been waiting to happen, because I feel like something could have been on hold, but now it's like this is someone who's ready to move forward. And you guys are talking on the phone. Now, also, this can be, like I said, it depends on what stage of the relationship that you're in. If regardless, you guys are moving to the next stage. Maybe you guys have been working on having a baby. Stop baby bashing people who want to hear about pregnancy. I know everybody don't want to hear about that. But yeah, some of you, maybe it's like, okay, we've been married for a year. It's our yearly anniversary. We said we were going to try and get pregnant this year, so let's do it. Let's go for it. So for some of you, that is your next phase of the relationship, is to have a baby or a family. But I'm getting real estate. I'm getting relocation. I feel that some of you may be beautifying your home. I feel too like, yeah, if you've never slept with this person or kissed this person, I feel like that's something that could be happening within the next couple of weeks. Some of you, I can see this reading may not transpire until Libra season, especially with the Justice card here. So for some of you, this might not happen until fall. But I still feel like things are in the making. Like this is the early stages, or this is just the beginning. I also feel like maybe you had unfinished business with someone from a previous life. I feel the need, though, to bring up like real legalities. Some of you might get called in for jury duty, or whatever legal issues you have been sweeping under the rug, try and get them completed this week or between the next 2 weeks. This is you completing something that you have been putting off. So it's like, okay, let me go ahead and finish these documents. Let me fill out this application. Let me do this paperwork. And it looks like an acceptance too. So yeah, the Empress gets what she wants or desires here. I also feel like if some of you have been feeling like I deserve good, I do feel like this is the Empress getting it. It's like the Justice card is you receiving justice finally, and especially here with the Judgment card. After everything has been laid out on the table, you know, a decision has been made. It's like, I'll stand, you know. And so whatever is getting ready to happen, I just kind of feel like your life is getting ready to change or shift for the better. Maybe you have completed your spiritual work. Not saying that you completed it, maybe a phase, and because your spiritual work never really ends, but maybe there's a phase that you had to complete, a phase of celibacy, a phase of isolation, learning, you know, some sort of learning phase, some sort of cycle that you had to complete. And now that you have paid off your karmic debt, you know, it's just like, okay, good job. Here is your companion. Aren't they attractive? Aren't they beautiful? So yeah, I feel like you're being rewarded. Matter of fact, some of you may feel like you're with someone who feels like a trophy piece. You could be dealing with Libra, Taurus, maybe even Leo, Gemini, or an Aquarius. And I feel like, you know, just overall, somebody's ready to move forward. Now, I do see you letting go of the past. You may be moving on from the past or going in a different direction. Because here we do have some sort of grief, or in order to have something new, you had to let the past go. Now, this also may be someone feeling like, oh man, I let them get away. You know, someone might be regretting the fact that they did not fight for you or pursue you when they had the chance. But now it's too late. Or maybe you are feeling this way. You know, you feel like, damn, I waited too long. I should have said something. You know, it's all this shoulda, woulda, coulda, but it's too late. Some of you had to reach some sort of breaking point in order to reach a different level of understanding here. So you had to have another death of the ego. Some of you, I also feel like you've been like you're all cried out. Ooh, what's that song, All Cried Out? Who made that? 'Cause I'm all cried out. I don't know if that's how it goes, I think. But anyway, it's someone feels like I'm all cried out over you. I can't cry anymore. I've exhausted myself with tears. You know, especially too if someone is coming back wanting answers. They're like, oh, what happened? Why didn't you give me a chance? It's like, are you serious? You thought I was going to wait for you? Like, I cried over you all that I could, and I couldn't cry anymore. So I had to put my big boy pants on and move forward and focus on what was best for me. So I feel like that's what you guys did. This is also starting to look like, yeah, the minute you detach and release from somebody, that's when they come charging forth, like, come back, you know, what are you doing? Where are you going? And you're sitting up here, standing in your strength, reclaiming your power, like, nope. This is you being very guarded with them. Nope, you had your chance. I'm good. Yes, I'm still attracted to you, but no. Someone is going to end up fighting for you, though. Somebody is not taking no for an answer. You may even find yourself being sought after, like two different people competing for you, because I'm seeing too that you might feel torn or like you're being pulled in two different directions. Especially if, you know, you did overcome some sort of pain and, you know, all these trials and tribulations, and you overcame that and became a stronger person, and you met someone new, but then someone from your past comes back and it's just like, damn, I thought I was over them. I thought I wasn't attracted to them no more. But now that they're fighting for you, that is kind of attractive. And it's just like, why didn't you fight for me before? That is attractive, but you know, now you are torn between two different people. Someone is like trying to stop you from leaving. They are really trying to stop you. I'm also getting something in regards to that Leo pride. Feeling like you have something to prove. It's up to you. Make sure that you use discernment, depending on your situation. Like, I wouldn't want you to turn someone down that you felt was for you. But maybe you have a right to walk away from someone. So it depends on everyone's situation. But I do see you standing your ground and you are not backing down. You're like, no, absolutely not. These are my standards. This is what I believe in. This is what I need in a relationship, or what I need to see from a person. And so you are like, just like cutting out, shooting down people left and right if they aren't going to live up to your standards. And you feel like, look, I'm being fair. Like, I'm not being unreasonable here. Like, what I'm asking for, we should be able to compromise or accommodate to that. But if you aren't willing to give me the things that I'm looking for in a partnership, then no. So I just kind of feel like you're having some sort of conversation like that. Is crazy, because I see on one hand someone is determined to have you or fight for you, and on the other hand I have you pulling back or being resistant and just kind of is just saying no means no. Let me just kind of quickly look at this Ten of Swords here. I also feel like with the Chariot, you reached a dead end with someone. So your destiny got rerouted. Maybe that person who left you or disappeared on you, wasn't for you. Even though you thought they were, maybe you held on to that belief for a long time. And then all of a sudden you had to let that belief go. You're like, you know what? Maybe that isn't the person that I'm supposed to be with. Yeah, some of you just reached your breaking point. I feel like someone's going to try and reach out to you or message you, but you are at a point where you're done and you're over them. Yeah, you're like, I don't care there's nothing that you can say to bring me back. Even if you are still holding on to an illusion, I feel like you're not going to fall for it again. You're like, I'm not falling for that again. Now, I also see this as you having some sort of dream. You've been dreaming about someone who's a soulmate, but you didn't want to believe someone was your soulmate, or you were guarded towards this person. Because, well, that could still tie into, what I was saying earlier. Like, ideally, you thought that you were going to end up with one person, but it turns out it's someone else. And at first, when you're approached by this person, you might be very defensive or guarded with them because you're still holding on to this idea of the person from your past. You had all these fantasies and you were holding on to that, but then the real thing arises from out of the illusion. The real person steps forth or comes through for you. So you might initially try to disconnect from whoever is coming towards you in a new relationship. But I feel like they're going to fight for you. They're not going to let you go. All right, so hope this helps. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.